Hey, welcome to this session of free tax tips. We got some free tax tips for you that are going to specifically talk about tax deductions and write-offs for the self-employed person and the business owner. Now, I get asked these questions a lot, so I kind of came up with some that I want to share with you. Now, what can you write off as a self-employed business owner, individual, or person, business, what have you? Now, the thing to keep in mind is, and this is a kind of running joke that we have in the tax industry, is that everything is tax deductible until you get audited. So you want to make sure that what you're taking as far as a deduction is going to be deductible as far as for your business. Again, everything is tax deductible until you get audited. So you want to make sure that when you're taking write-offs and deductions, you're narrowing it down, taking the deductions that are applicable specifically to you and your industry. In the tax world, we have a thing that we call ordinary and necessary business expenses. So what I want to say, just kind of pose something to you, is that if I'm in the tax business, which I am, can I write off diapers? Is that a deduction? Of course not. Not for the tax business. However, if I had a daycare and I wrote off diapers, is that a deduction? Well, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with writing off diapers if you have a daycare. So what I'm saying is that's just a clear example of taking a deduction that's ordinary and necessary for your business. Now, let's look at some of the common categories for write-offs for the business owner. We have, of course, a few things. Number one on the list is going to be advertising. Advertising is a really big category. We have phone service, answering service, bank fees, merchant fees, business gifts, you buy clients gifts, your car, for instance, you have mileage that you take, or if you have a lease, even if you're purchasing the car, there's a way to take that as a deduction. You can also write off insurances. You can write off parking and tolls, continuing education, conferences, seminars, those are big deductions. Trainings, especially for those that are in sales. Travel is going to be a big one as well. Publications and dues, entertainment is going to be a deduction. Postage, freight, incentives for staff, awards that you give to staff or employees, those are deductions. The wages that you pay, W-2s, commissions that you pay out, salaries and so forth, those are going to be deductions for you as a business owner. Interest that you pay on that business credit card. Laundry, like in our office we have uniform shirts, those are going to be deductible. And we go and we get those dry cleaned, that's a deduction for you. Legal and professional services, paying your bookkeeper, paying your attorney, those are deductions for you. Office equipment, office supplies, so when you buy the new computer, you buy the new laptop, those are deductions. You get things, software, those are deductions as well. Office supplies, paper, toner, countless. Every trip to Staples, pretty much is what I'm trying to tell you, is a deduction as far as it goes for office supplies. If you pay rent for your office space, whether it's a lease, or even if you're purchasing your building where you are, that's a deduction for you as well. You don't want to overlook these things because every one of them adds up. Security for the particular space. And then, of course, we have utilities. Now, utilities are going to be more applicable, of course, to an office that you pay, let's say, the utilities, and you pay maybe garbage and trash pickup. Sometime that happens for a couple of those that, like an auto body shop, and you have somebody that comes by and does those types of things. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to write-offs for your business, it's not limited to those items that I just mentioned. It doesn't stop there. Those are just some of the common categories. Again, you can write off everything. Everything is a deduction. Everything is a deduction. You just have to make sure that it's ordinary and necessary for your expenses and for your business. All right? So if you like this video, be sure to check out our other ones. Subscribe to us. Like us definitely. And pass it on. We look forward to you checking out the next video.